Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and today we're starting a series on the Lego Movie video game. So we don't have to talk too much about setup here, since the video setup actually isn't even available on the main menu. You have to start a new game, and that's what I've done. So we won't be playing in slot 1. Also, I guess you can't delete a save file, but you can oddly continue without saving, and you have 4 save files to choose from, which is standard for Lego games. We're listening to an interesting song that's not the song I was expecting for the Lego Movie, and we're looking at Emmet here, and that's all we really need to know. So let's hop into slot 2 and start the game. I will pause it immediately once we get into the game and show you the options after this cutscene. So I've recently watched the Lego Movie. I don't recall seeing this section.
Cover your butt.
Cover the what? Yeah!
Actually, I missed the beginning.
Lord
So-
business.
You've hidden the craggle well, old man.
Oh wait, yeah, that was directly from the movie.
Good luck. I've got like dozens of robots.
So, before we start playing, I got the audio at half, subtitles on, video settings 1080p. You can turn it higher on my video card, but there's really not a reason to for YouTube. And then effects is still edge anti-aliasing with high quality. Yeah, that should be on high quality, and everything else on. And hopefully, assuming that there's not a problem with this game like the previous game I played, which was Lego Harry Potter years 4 through 7, hopefully the game will run just fine. But sometimes these things have nothing to do with my hardware, and it has to do with whether it's a good PC port or not. We are playing this on the PC. So we're gonna resume.
Destroy that!
And
Goodness! This is all very dramatic, isn't it?
We
If
got
we survive this
Shakespeare.
onslaught, I shall turn this day's events into a
And-
very fine play.
Cleopatra.
Well, if robots won't work, then I've got another idea. Deploy the pointed laser.
Keep out of the way of the beam. Jump over if you have to.
So we're doing a
Aim at
full-on
them, you
tutorial.
fools. Oh, can't you do anything right?
We're actually not even in the menu in a level, because we don't have a true hero bar happening.
What are you doing? When we get back to the office, I'm going to have some pretty bad things to put on all of your performance evaluations.
Automatons, deadly beams of light. What manner of evil will Lord Business plague us with next?
We can use that debris to build something to attack them with.
It was quite a genius move in the Lego Movie to have Lord Business be the bad guy instead of some other character. And there we've got a lockup. And see, that's inherently what I was having trouble with the
What's that you're building?
game.
That doesn't look like an
Previous game,
approved
Lego Harry
building
Potter
set.
4 through 7.
I can't jump high enough.
So it's typical that the ladies in Lego games can jump higher than the girls. I mean, than the guys. But we've got the new system here of character swapping. It's not where you have to hold down Y and
Quickly,
choose.
jump onto the launch button.
Jump here and launch a rocket. But by creating this Lord Business
You
bad
missed me.
guy,
You
they
guys are
didn't
the
have to have a
worst.
bad guy that was
Well,
universally
robots and lasers
known
can't destroy you,
as
then
the
I'll
evil
try lots more
force.
robots.
Oh, what bold and original thinking. If I had authored his plan, I'd have sent a flock of harpies to rend us apart.
Don't give him ideas.
Yes, I shall make sure to use harpies when recounting this tale.
What's funny here is the subtitles are very, very, very in the middle of the screen, and that seems strange. And we're having lockups again.
You're meant to be destroying them. Why do I even pay you?
You don't pay us.
Who said that? Whoever said that, I will punch you into the lava.
So I'm gonna have to probably do some research after this first level and see what to do as far as
Okay,
increasing.
we're gonna try the laser again. And this time, guys, I don't want you to disappoint
The
me.
smoothness
I want to see
while
them cut
gameplay?
in half. You understand? I will also accept cutting their heads off.
Now, it's very highly unlikely that a good video game
What are you
developer
doing?
would have
Don't
the
aim
very
it there.
first
Why are you
scene in the
sabotaging
game
me?
We can
run
build another
poorly.
rocket.
But we've seen it happen on several Lego games where the PC versions of these just don't run as well as what you can find on an Xbox or a PlayStation, whether that's an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4. I can't
Another
speak to those
rocket, Vitruvius?
quality-
Are you gonna miss me
to
with
those
that one as
to the
well?
quality of those games, but it is definitely, I can speak to the fact that I played Lego Harry Potter 4 through 7 on Xbox 360 and did not run into any problems
You
visually.
missed again. I didn't even flinch that time.
Leave this to me.
Look at me, Vitruvius. I'm quaking in my massive, powerful boots. Except I'm not. I'm actually being sarcastic. Because I am completely unconcerned by you.
So I think all of these people are master builders,
Just give up, Vitruvius.
so we can just sit here and then we highlight the 3. We've seen this in Lego games before.
Got you just where I want you, Lord Business.
My eyes!
The Kraken, the most powerful.
Now, when you see the cutscenes from the movie, there were parts in the movie that felt
Now my evil power will be
very
unlimited. Can you
stop
feel me?
animation, because they are stop
Woo!
animation,
Nothing's gonna stop me now.
or they're at least made to look that way.
Oh, now there's a prophecy.
About the piece of resistance.
Oh, yes. The supposed missing piece of resistance that can somehow magically disarm the crackle. Give me a break.
One day, a talented lasso fellow, a special one with face of yellow, will make the piece of resistance found from its hiding refuge underground. And with a noble army at the helm, this master builder will thwart the Craggle and save the realm, and be the greatest, most interesting, most important person of all times. All this is true because it rhymes.
A special one? What a bunch of hippy-dippy baloney.
And so the game is just literally showing us parts of the movie in the video game as cutscenes. I guess that saves some time here, but I mean, how much of the movie are we really gonna see? Is it all of it?
Good morning,
Or half of
doorway.
it?
Morning walk, morning ceiling.
Or
Good morning floor.
maybe
Ready to
20%
start
of
the
it?
day. Ah, here it is. Instructions to fit in, have everybody like you, and always be happy. Step 1, breathe. Okay, got that one down. Step 2, greet the day, smile, and say, "Good morning, city. Good morning, city." Ah, good morning, city.
I was very
Good morning, City. How you
interested in seeing what they were gonna do as far as this game.
Hey, come on, we gotta get to work.
So we're in this
Wait a
area.
second.
Is this a custom
Where
section
am I,
where we can change our
man?
pants? Interesting. So you can change your pants, but you can't change it to anything that you haven't unlocked. And this is from the DLC pack that I have those. But you can't change anything else? That's weird. All the other Lego games you can change almost everything.
I should not have eaten.
Why did they say that?
So we've got a whole city in this area. It's not super huge, like open section, but it's big enough to tell me that there are some secrets and some collectibles here. The question is gonna be if this expands into something as big as Manhattan in the Lego Marvel Superheroes game, because that was a massively large open world section of the game. And I don't know if this game's gonna get that big. There's definitely not anywhere near that many people walking around. And again, we're having lockups, which let's see. I guess the best thing we could do is, let's see, what was the default here? On effects settings, high, 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 high. And video settings, put the resolution way back down, which I'm not willing to do that. 60 Hz refresh rate. We'll turn off vertical sync. I did have that on. We'll see if that helps. And back to the game. This feels awfully sluggish here at 60 frames per second. Now, my video card is a GTX 970. I need to upgrade it to like a 1080, but that's a $600 upgrade. But it should be able to play a game like this at 60 frames per second in 1080. That undeniably should be the case. But it doesn't seem like it can. So I have to now mess with things and maybe say go back down to 30 frames per second. I'd much rather have a smooth 30 frames per second than a locky 60. But that being said, while that certainly helped it, I'm not sure that fixed it enough. There is an element to jumping around that seems to cause lockups. There's an element to going into new sections. 30 looks like it's as good as it's gonna get. Where are my pants?
Hey,
right.
what's up?
And I can't control the camera, and only characters with a staff can go through there. So we're gonna have, much like Lego Marvel Superheroes, and there's kind of the standard of new Lego games, you're gonna walk around a special version of the open world, but not actually the open world, and to get to each level. But you really don't get to free play mode until a lot later. Only space characters and robots can hack into computers. That's an interesting twist on it. And I'm collecting studs for really no reason.
Oh.
I knocked those characters over a little too easily. Like, see, you're just kind of bumping people.
I'm gonna get some expensive coffee. It's so catchy.
Like, I can spin the camera, but I can't look upward, and that's ideally what I want to do. Here's the police station, and then we go into the lockup. So what do you do when you run into a game that just doesn't want to cooperate and wants to lock up like this? You have to sit here, and you have to give it the try, the old college try. Like, we can turn off anti-aliasing, and then the next one I would say to turn off is bloom, depth of field, and motion blur. And just see if one of those helps. Anti-aliasing itself is probably one that would take a while. We've got these cameras watching us. Anti-aliasing takes a lot of resources on your computer, but it still is very much a case of my computer is more than powerful enough to handle this game if this game is programmed right. Unfortunately, for games that are programmed wrong and just cheap ports for that aren't designed to run on anything. Is this instructions here? No, that's where you put in codes to unlock things in case you need to. It's kind of a shame now because it's sort of impossible, or it would be rather expensive at the very least, to get the minifigs and the characters of the Lego Movie, because they sold some Lego Movie Lego sets in the real world, and they probably didn't sell greatly. And I know you got, if you buy the Blu-ray DVD, you'll probably get a custom Vitruvius minifig, but Lego is pretty well known for not releasing things for very long, and so if you don't snap up and buy the things as soon as you want, you see they're for sale, you're gonna miss it, and then you're having to buy it from collectors at a high price. Well, I think we've done enough testing and running around. Sorry for the stalling, but we kind of needed that. We've got to repair this, and we have the blue wrench ability to fix Lego blue objects, which is nice. So we know what Emmet here does. Does he have a wrench on his side? Nope. So you're just going to have to know that he does that. And so all that, and we're just now getting into the first level. Loading. Also,
did you see Where Are My Pants last night?
Where are my pants?
Where are my pants?
Classic episode.
Instructions coming in from Central. Okay, it says here to take everything weird and blow it up. All right, cylinder heads, let's make it look exactly like it does in the instruction.
Hey, you two. It's almost home time and you still haven't built the porch for this house. Go grab the assembly instructions from the delivery tube.
So, it's going to be a little bit of a mixed message, I think, here. As far as following instructions or not. And I guess I have to find the instruction pages? That's a new thing for Lego games. We're finally in the menu. We can tell because there's a bar at the top for our true hero. It seems like in the lower left there are only 5 instruction sets to find, which is kind of small, and then only 1 pants to find. And so there's no gold bricks in this game, it seems like, which almost every Lego game has gold bricks, but I'm not seeing any, at least not in the level. It's still standard Lego play. You can run around and break things and get studs for your currency. Apparently the number's quite high to fill up the bar here. Can't really punch these characters though. You'll notice a symbol called Octane. That is Lego's like gas station industrial company. They used to have a deal with Shell gas, and people protested because shell had done a lot of things to pollute the environment or something like that. So they finally said, fine, we'll not do a cross-promotion like that, and we'll just create our own company. And so there is a gas station set
Delivery
that
tube's busted.
is an Octane, and
I hope
that's
you've
kind
got a
of...
wrench with you.
I do.
That's... it's still a little confusing, though, that you'll see that, because it's not like Emmet here works in a gas station. He works in construction of Lego bricks. So he's got to fix this. And you have to stand in the right spot. How many characters am I playing with right now? Just two. Emmet and who is this character? Gale. And so they've created this new character, or maybe she was in the movie as a small part. But obviously she doesn't play a ton of a part in the movie. So after doing the tutorial level and the first level,
now we have purpose.
I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't too much more
now
of this
get
level.
that porch built.
So we've seen this before. This was from the... Ooh, I'm gonna have to be careful because you lose a bonus that counts down if you take too long. Wow, you just had to do it once.
Now that is one porchy porch. Not a brick out of place. Okay, you guys are needed over on the other side of the site.
Lego Lord of the Rings had this same build puzzle design.
Whoa!
Where you do that. You would be given a wheel of different objects and you pick the right one. It was a nice addition.
So nice of you to grace us with your presence.
Actually have Lego building in the Lego games.
So grab a drill from the equipment shed.
Like, Lego games have been very much not very Lego-y in reality. Here we have a whole collection of stuff going down this conveyor belt of Lego items that have been created over the years. So they're taking full advantage of it. And the Lego movie in particular can take full advantage of all the items because this is a Lego world full of Lego things. There's no real pretense here at all to do something like Lego Harry Potter still has to be Harry Potter. Lego Star Wars still has to be Star Wars. Lego the movie can just be Lego. So no item needs to look anything like anything except for maybe the movie, and the movie was made out of Legos, or made to at least resemble Legos. I'm not 100% sure if they used any actual stop motion on the movie, or if they just animated it using a program they made to make it look like stop motion. So can Gale use a wrench to fix things? Yes, she can. She
Right,
just
that old
touches
road
the
surface
item and
needs
picks
tearing
it
up.
up.
And that pink house over there?
Interesting.
It's all kinds of crazy. It doesn't fit in. Just drill out those walls and the whole shebang will collapse.
And so, can't get down here. So this destroys things. Nice. And it's telling me a percentage of destruction here. This is interesting. I've never seen this in a Lego game before. Put this whole part down to collapse that. Put this whole part down to collapse that. This is very, very cool new concept. And every Lego game, well, almost every Lego game, not all of them, but tries to do something new like this. This idea of a percentage to destroy things, to break down Lego things using a jackhammer, or potentially, I assume at some point you could just punch
Next, I'm gonna need you to knock down that apartment block, all right?
over and over
But those
again.
drills, they ain't up to the job. So instead, how's about you go find some instructions to build a wrecking ball, huh?
So they all need instructions to do anything because these people have been totally brainwashed and they can't go over here. I imagine there's a whole extra section.
Have you got the plans for building a wrecking ball?
Yeah, I think so. Well, somewhere.
We've got
Can't
full
check
voice
until we
acting
get that
here.
instruction machine working. Any chance you could help with that?
And what happened to our subtitles? They turned off. When I imagine, and the audio went back up. Interesting. So I reset things to default, and it all went back to default. And the game just locked up in the middle of the menu. That's got to tell you something right there. Sadly, it looks like we're in for another bad experience.
Come on, why won't you work? Just turn to the next instruction page. Is that so much to ask? Lousy machine.
We'll put up with all this, yes, but
That's it. Back it up. Great. Hey, I just moved. Did someone do something? If you did, do it some more.
so we need the battery. Nothing there. Nothing here. There's a lot of things on the ground that seem like they would be.
Anyone going to unload this truck? I'm on a schedule here, you know.
A lot of things seem like they'd be breakable with the jackhammer, and yet they aren't. And going up here seems to not work. And this is, I bet Unikitty has to unlock that. There's really no reason why the Lego game should not run perfectly on PC. No argument whatsoever. It is a great argument against having custom engines instead of
Keep it moving. All the way.
just using Unity or Unreal. Because if these were made in Unreal, they would be running smoother. Definitely.
All right, you're there.
Yes, it's working.
Ah, hey. Those wrecking ball instructions were in my back pocket. I am getting forgetful.
A lot of music going on here. Wait, did the subtitles still stay off? Did I not accept or did it not save? Wow, this game is giving me trouble.
Looks like that's only half of them. I must have left the rest on top of the building. I'm sure someone up there picked them up.
I mean, it's not a fun experience. It's not a great experience. It's not even a good experience for little kids to have to sit here and deal with this. And almost certainly, most kids that are playing this game aren't going to deal with any of this on PC, so it's going to be a parent that has to play the game and set it up and play it with them or watch them over their shoulder, which isn't a terrible idea for parents to do all the time, but I mean, it's just not fun to put a break in your fun because the game just can't auto-detect settings and can't run properly.
We'll need to reverse that conveyor belt if you want to get up to the roof. So, you got any idea how to get to the switch?
Into the crane up here and then move this up and then what am I doing?
Hey.
The game is totally locking up. It's totally locking up. I'm just trying to hold Y here. That's all I'm trying to do is hold down Y and switch to the other character.
Yeah, we did it!
I mean, the simplest of things. Things that I've seen work in other Lego games. And then the question becomes, why is it that the older
Hey, can you
games...
tell those guys their break was was over like 10 minutes ago? Yeah, and also tell them I do not appreciate being locked out of the coffee cabin.
Hello! Your break's over. They're ignoring me.
Well, then find another way to get them out of there.
Like, why is it the older games? Why is it Lego Star Wars, the first Lego style game that they released that was like this, and that runs perfectly well, and yet Lego the movie, the video game, and Lego Harry Potter doesn't work. Now, maybe, just maybe, this was just a bad period when these games were released and came out.
Instructions for a wrecking ball around
because we've got Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens I haven't played, and I'm hoping that's a great game and runs smoothly and perfectly. I suspect it does, but I don't really have any real evidence to that fact. And then we have Lego Avengers, which also I'm hoping runs perfectly. Interesting here that Emmet also has a jackhammer, even though he didn't pick up one. And we're getting all kinds of things. Arrows helping us as far as hints. Suppose I could turn the hints off, but I might as well just play the game as it was mostly set up to run. Was there anything in that box? No. You see, when I tapped the Y there, it worked. So you have both systems working right now, and I don't believe that will always be the case. Maybe they did decide to just integrate both systems in here. It's weird, the music started playing and it's real quiet right now, and that's supposed to be a hint, but it really isn't much of a hint at all. The music in the game itself stopped so we could hear this music. So we knew we were supposed to fix these things.
Everything is awesome!
I love this. This song is the best! Yeah, dance party!
I'm wondering if we're ever gonna get the full play of the song here. Oh, dance minigame, here we go.
You're my hero! You smell nice.
We've seen this before, but it's implemented in an appropriate way, a very appropriate way here.
You have good control of your limbs.
I've seen these QuickTime events used in a lot worse examples.
I would like to be your friend. Wow. Slick move.
And we're getting a bonus for doing this, right? And I've gotten the 3 I needed to do, so it's just playing the music now. 3 more seconds, 2 more seconds.
Have you been taking dance lessons?
So well done. We got lots of cools, which is gonna multiply our thing. Ooh, and we got a lot of awesomes too, so that gave me a massive amount of studs.
Fair's fair. Here's those instructions.
And so we get some pants. And we get these instructions. Yeah, I'm very interested to see, and I won't know probably until I'm done recording the entire series, whether YouTube decides to copyright claim all of the music because of it being from the movie. It probably will. We'll see. And if that becomes the case, then that any ads on this won't be here because of me. It will be on the video because of Warner Brothers. See, I'm losing time the longer I'm taking here. There are achievements with this, and I'm sure there is an achievement for doing a puzzle like that perfectly. What's also kind of weird is the Everything Is Awesome song is good. It's actually a really good song when it's supposed to be a bad song. And
now take a big swing and knock down that eyesore.
And but it's also a song made by the bad guys, which makes no sense. I messed it up. I was a little off.
Yeah, and again.
Perfect. Assuming I'm aiming for that white bar there. A little
nice.
slow.
And just in time, too.
Seems like it was always going to take a 3 times, even if you'd done it perfectly.
I'm going to the sports bar after work tonight.
And so the bar at the top is your special bar.
Crazy!
Chicken wings? I love chicken wings. Who wants to share a croissant with this guy? Croissants, I love croissants.
Oh yeah, I sure do love giant sausages.
Giant sausages, no way.
Of course, this is a joke about what are the standard Lego foods that they
Barry,
have.
Gail, me and you. No, wait.
So he does mention Gail.
Okay, I'll meet you there. Oh, where did it go? Oh, there you are.
And see, it's an octane instructions on how to be
I think I heard
a normal person.
Hey, pal, I hate to tell you this, but I don't think you're supposed to be here. Yeah, the rules specifically state if you see anything weird, report it immediately. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to report you.
Where you going, miss? I didn't mean to scare you. I'm so.
And here we're falling through a ring. This is cool.
This is gonna hurt. No.
And now we're sliding down a bathtub. Interesting. And there's only 5 like collectibles in the whole game, in the whole level. So playing this on free play is not going to be very difficult at all. That was funny. He's landing on all the spikes instead of the soft sides.
No. Ow.
Now he's rolling down the wall instead of falling down it. Interesting. We're getting a lot of different action events here that aren't really what you want in a Lego level, because you're not really doing Lego things here. But this certainly is a cool scene that would work in almost any video game, so I can't really complain about it being in this game either. It helps make the levels longer, because we've only been going, well, we've been going about 40 minutes with the prequel and this, and dealing with all the setup. He steps on the instructions.
A special one with face of yellow will make the piece of resistance found from its hiding refuge underground. This master builder will thwart the Kragle and save the realm. Special.
Interesting. So the octane symbol is also your save icon in the lower right. It was there for a second. It was actually in the wrong place and off the screen, but I guess that's not a big deal to me. We unlocked Emmet and Emmet in his pajamas, Gale, Frank the Foreman, Demolition Guy, and Wild Style, which, where's Wild Style gonna end up going? Right there. Wow. This is taking an incredibly long time to unlock these things for no reason. And we get Miss Scratching Post and Cardio and Larry the Barista. And why did we get those 3 characters unlocked? I have no idea. There wasn't a really high number of characters there, even though some characters will have different clothes. But the fact that we unlocked 3 for doing very little. We got the special, that probably unlocked something. We got the pants, that probably unlocked something. But we didn't get any of those. And we got a gold brick. And what's interesting here is there's only 70 gold bricks in the entire game. That is very, very interesting. Because usually Lego games have 300 gold bricks. And if I just got 3 and there's 20 more in the entire 20 more levels, then that could be a 60 right there. So maybe there's only a few gold bricks in the entire overworld, or maybe there's only like 19 levels and no overworld at all. We're gonna have to find out in the next recording. In between this one and that one though, I'm gonna go online and see if there's something that I can improve the quality and the lockups, because we're still seeing that happen, and I don't want to have yet another Lego experience like this, but it seems like we might. I end all my episodes the same way. I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, go to my main YouTube channel. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below to Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, and Battle.net. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.